Well, good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Model Kit Beginner, where today we have a look at the Trabant 601 Universal. Universal meant it's the station wagon. Those who have been on my channel before know that I have reviewed the normal limousine, if you want, so of the Trabant. But this time, while I was up there in the east in Johannesburg, I got myself the Trabant 601 Universal station wagon. And I thought we'll take a little time to look a little bit closer at this kit. Here we go, some side view, engine details right over here. Here it gives you a bit of a color call out, but we can have a little look just now into the instruction sheet. Here we have a little bit more, here we go, little bit more details about the Trabant itself, so you can freeze frame this and then you can read this if you are interested. And at the back, little bit of materials about other kits Revell offers. Right, and then as I have not opened this kit at all. Oh, look at that. Okay, all right, forgive the eyes and nose, obviously I will fill you in a second. We will start as usual with the instruction sheet. Yes, we will. Revell obviously have these stupid boxes. So starting on with that one. Stupid boxes. Which really are soft and doesn't protect anything and any of that. Opens on the side. It's just not great. But if that's what's in the box is alright, then we don't mind it that much. Let's get the decals away for a second. We'll have a look at them in a minute. But we start, as we usually do, with the instruction sheet. There we go. It looks like my camera is a bit skewed. We don't want that. Here we go. That's a little better. Right. Now, Trabant 601 is even more about the Trabant and how it came about. And those of you who are not familiar with that, that was basically the car people in Eastern Germany could buy. Here the stupid color callouts of Revell Germany, which you have to go forwards and backwards. What I normally do, I either scan or find an online instruction sheet and just put it on my screen, so I don't have to do that. Then the instructions themselves look normal Revell 90s instructions, because that's where the kit originates from. Nice and detailed, and obviously I have built the limousine before. In other words, the non-station wagon. And spoiler alert, that's a bloody nice kit. It really is a nice kit. But so I can take that one right away. Let's have a quick look what Scalemates is saying about this. Now here we go. So here is the Trabant. It's a 2014 rebox of an originally 1990s kit in a way. So that obviously was a kit we came immediately out after 1989 when the two Germanys reunited. There's a nice roof rack over there, which I think is very awesome. Box art not as hot, but obviously we have the Brandenburg gate here and the wall. So all of that obviously was part of the huge marketing. The first station wagon, if I remember correctly, was that colorful one, which we see over here. There you go. And mine is just the normal repop, which Joe Soap of the GDR would have driven. Here we go. That's what it looks like. Can have a quick look. It is a 2014 rebox of a 2014 kit, mind you, given the fact that the body is different. The rest, I would assume, and I'll tell you in a minute, is probably very similar to what we saw in the 1990s kit. But anyway, let's go back to the desk. Here we go. And open a couple of couple of things. Well, first of all, let's have a quick look at the decals. You can see the decals, all kinds of registration plates for all kinds of countries. We have the mirror glass in here and a couple of other decals. Bit of a dashboard. Well, it only had a bit of a dashboard, and there are certainly decals for that, which is very nice. Have a look at the tires, which weren't huge. I didn't need only that. A 600cc air-cooled two-stroke engine. I'm not sure if it was air-cooled. We'll see now in the part. Air or water-cooled. I know it was a two-stroke engine, and I know you could certainly see it from far away because there was blue smoke going everywhere. But these tires look very pretty. They have a very nice tread. There are, or are they not? They are branded, and I've tried to get this on camera. See if you can see it. There's a slight branding over there, and I can't read it on camera. I will try to read it in real life, putting me glasses on. There you go. See if I can read something here. It just looks like numbers. Oh, it's Continental? No, you're kidding me. No, it's I'm not sure what was the color. It is branded. My old eyes cannot see what it says. It's PRE and then something after that. Anyway, they have some writing on the tire side walls, which is very, very nice. Certainly gives it a more realistic touch. Let's get rid of those glasses quickly. Right, knife is out, because we're having now a look at the first glass. Here we go. Normally don't open this up. This has been folded 5 times over, so you can't really see anything properly. Right, glass looks very nice. Just straight away, you can say it looks very clear. No major distortion. Certainly won't be any on the distance. You can see through it into the passenger compartment. And we have the front side windows right over here. Here is the rear lights, front lights, and other glass parts. Looks very, very nice, very decent. Oh, don't go together. Yeah. Here we go. Right, there's the glass done, but wait, there's more. There's another baggie with glass, and I'm not going to do this now. I'm going to do this. Really, Roland? Yay! Right, there's more glass. That's obviously for the rear part, which has the side windows, the tall, long, wide side windows, and this obviously would then be the rear window. The Trabant have always had a hard, especially in obviously the people from the east of Germany, even today, still kind of an iconic car. People still have it, some keep it, you know, as a historical vehicle. Obviously others have put a different engine in there and souped it up, but it's still, wherever you go, you will certainly get some attention if you have a Trabant. That's for sure. Now let's have a look at the plastic to start with. We have here the first baggie of grey plastic, and we start, let's go down a little bit so I don't need to lift this up so much. Here we go. And we start with this one here, which has the side panels, which look very nicely detailed. I actually like that a lot. This obviously seems to be the panel which comes on top of the back part, luggage compartment if you want so. Some other suspension parts. Here is the rather long roof. and it looks all very clean. And there's one wiper, yeah, the one and only. I don't know if it's the one and only, but there certainly is one here. Right, let's have a look at the next one. But that's interior. We have seats, very plain seats, which is exactly what they were, very plain seats. That's what you got after 10 years of waiting. And we have the rear flap right over here with the very nice molded hinges. Okay, you can see it there. And obviously the floor pan with rubber mats right over there. Very, very nice. That was one baggie. And we go to the next baggie, which looks like smaller detail parts, which we have a go at right now. Put them up there. And we start with this one, which has side trim. I remember that. Not you need to be nice and careful to apply that. I would assume, well, I know that it's better to apply it before you paint it and then just detail paint it afterwards. There are the side vents for some air in the cabin. There's the front grille right over there, and that's about it what we have over here. And here we have the front seats, which have been detailed a little bit. Very nice, very nice. We have the dashboard. Look at that. That's not bad. That's what it looked like. Very nicely detailed. These are the parts which come underneath the seats. This is the bonnet, and then we have bumpers right over here. Yeah, if you're waiting for chrome parts, they ain't gone coming. There were no chrome parts on the Trubby. And here's more wipers. So the one I guess was the rear wiper. These are the two that came with the rear wiper. Wow, that's awesome. And the mirrors, side mirrors, right over here. All in all, very clean, very nice. Looks really one of the better kits from the fine folks over at Revell. Then we have the rear part of the seats, which you can see right over here. We have the brackets for the rear lights. There is the mighty 600 two-cylinder engine. And I haven't seen a water-cooled radiator. That's by the way is the tank. And would therefore assume leaf springs, suspension. Therefore assume that it is an air-cooled engine. I think so. Here we go. Engine parts. I think they look very nice, very nicely detailed. Suspension parts. Mighty exhaust over here. Here we have the steering wheel right over there. Part of the rear suspension right over here. And yeah, the safety belts. I remember those safety belts. And what is this? This is another part over here, which I'm not quite sure what it is. You will find out when you build it. Right. And then the last baggie. We have wheels. Here we have all the nice steelies which came with the Trabant, plus the spare wheel right over here. And obviously the back side of the wheels and other wheel parts over here to help you mount it nicely. And then we have here the bottom pan, nicely detailed, brake lines, the whole bang chute on there. There wasn't much. It's pretty realistic. We have inner fenders for the front. We have a firewall right over here, and this seems to be the exhaust. So the pot which we have seen over there obviously was something different. There is a mounting plate for the registration number, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the last grey sprue. There you go. Here it says 2009, but I think it is the same plate which were used for the other Trubbies as well. And then we get the body, which is funnily enough molded in the original color. It actually comes pretty close to that kind of cream sweets color which they actually wear. What is funny, so the bonnet and the back flap and the roof, well, they are gray, so you cannot polish that up and call it a day, because otherwise you look like you patched it. So you will need to prime this, but that's not a problem. It has a couple of ridges here which need some careful attention. Obviously they all do. I mean, they have to get them together somehow, but otherwise, nice stabilizer in here. Otherwise it looks very, very nice. The door gaps look very realistic, not too big, not too small, not too shallow. And this, obviously, this is where these where the little fins go in to get some air into the passenger compartment. Yeah, there were air cons or that kind of stuff that didn't exist, obviously. And that, ladies and gentlemen, you could see was the Trabant 601 Universal. And I don't know if you could see it or not, but I can guarantee you, having built the other one before, it is a lovely kit. So if you love these kinds of cars, these kinds of quirky little cars, which certainly this one is, I can only tell you that you're not gonna make a mistake buying this one. It's a lot of fun to build it. Really go for it. If you see it, they are normally not too expensive, and you will really enjoy it. And it is a quirky car. It is an original. It is not built anymore. Comes from the communist part of Germany, and it certainly is very associated with it, and it's kind of a marker for that era. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you had lots of fun here. I certainly did have fun showing it to you. You guys have a lovely day, and I send greetings from Cape Town. Cheers.